Hey all, Makuraku here yet again. A friend of mine has just asked me to do a video on rejection when it comes to relationships. Now, obviously this is different from what I normally do, so you might have to bear with me. But, for starters, let's say obviously we'll look at some of the facts in life. Everyone has been rejected in something in life. Everyone, including yourself, you who are watching this, you've been rejected. You probably don't remember, or you probably don't care enough to even register it. But everyone has been rejected. Colonel Sanders, big man on KFC, he was rejected an insane amount of times in regards to his famous chicken recipes. And after all of these insane amount of times, eventually someone said, okay, we're going to buy your recipe because we like it. We want to take it on. So, what's the difference between him and you? Now, I can't answer that because I don't really know you who are watching this, and I can't go through every single personality type on the planet. But what I can say is, he didn't give up. He continued his journey to get what he wanted. He basically worked towards reaching his goal. Can you see how this relates to romantic relationships? So basically the idea is you don't give up. So let's say you're going to be facing an insane amount of rejection. How do you deal with this insane amount of rejection? Well, say some of you have probably watched some documentaries on call centres, or probably even worked in a marketing call centre or whatever. In those places, rejection is a big thing. You will always get rejected probably at least once a day. Well, I'd actually say about 100 times a day, but in these places there's a lot of rejection, and you have to take this rejection. It's part of the job description to take on rejection. Now, on one of these programs, a friend had been watching told me it's this little quote which kind of spells it out. Some will, some won't, so what? Next one. Basically, it's saying you'll get rejected. Some people will not take whatever you're asking or whatever you're saying. But then, so what? Do you realise how many human beings are on this planet? Honestly, have you even stopped to consider how many are actually nearby? I mean, probably the people that you see and know are just like 1% of the population around you. Well, not even that, probably 0.5 or... I don't know, I'm not doing statistics today. So, in that case, you just need to realise that eventually it'll happen. Eventually someone will say, okay, I'll accept you into a relationship. They will say, okay, fair enough. Come on into the relationship, make that happen. It's a case of just working toward your goal. I mean, throw away your fears, face the reality and take the opportunity that you'll get rejected. That's an opportunity, because every rejection you get makes it easier for you to find and makes you closer to find that goal. You'll be able to find that person for you. I mean, what are you scared of most? Being alone, or just being rejected? I mean, a rejection is a very small thing. I mean, yeah, it can be difficult, but it's not difficulty that you cannot face. It is a challenge you can make your way through. It's a case of when anyone gets rejected in anything, they just need to take a step back and realise it's not a bad thing. A rejection can often lead you to something better. For example, a friend of mine about a year ago, they were having trouble finding jobs, and he went on an interview and the guy said, no, we don't want you, sorry, and so he was rejected. The person across the hall had overheard what was going on in that interview and overheard a qualification that he had which interested him. They said, oh, so you can do this then? I won't tell you what the qualification is because it's a bit weird, and it might be a little bit offensive to my friend. They did mention it, not to say this, but yeah, not to say the qualification, but yeah, basically they took on this job that this other person had offered them. So basically this rejection that came from this interview pushed them to an even better situation. Now, take for example if you're in the bar scene and you approach a girl and you say, "Hey, how about I get you a few drinks?" Something simple like that, and they're safe. As if the girl next to you would probably turn around and say, "Oh, she sounds so mean," and then you're in. You may have a chance of actually getting accepted. So, the bottom line is, face your challenges. You have no fears, get rid of them, they do not exist. Rejection is good, it gets you closer to your goal. Rejection is nothing. In the long run, I mean, you're going to get rejected in various things in life. For example, when you're younger, "Mum, can I have a chocolate?" "No, not until you've had your dinner, you're being rejected." "Oh no." Oh, panic, worry, pull your hair out in fear. Not mine, because my hair's good. But, as I say, everyone's being rejected. You have already been rejected before, but it makes it so much easier to ask for that chocolate now, doesn't it? So, thank you for watching. I hope this video helps people out there. And remember, rejection is nothing. You'll get there in the end. Thank you, and bye-bye.